Peace, y'all. It's your man Dave with my brother Quest, the man bringing you all things marriage, paying you huge dividends on your investment in time with us. We're talking about love, sex, having children, money, spirituality, life, communication, and anything else to help you thrive and win in your relationships. And guess what? This is grown folks' business. So get ready to make grown-up decisions. You know why? Because marriage ain't for suckers. That's the name of the program. Marriage ain't for suckers. All right, let's get into it. Hey, yo, Quest, it's time to give the people something, man. What we talking about today?
What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? No, I'm just playing. What up, y'all? Welcome to another edition of the Grown and Married. Booyah. And the Marriage Ain't for Suckers podcast. You feel me? I'm your host with the most. You know what I'm saying? Quest, alongside my man, my man, L. David Harris. MC.
What up? Yeah, it's stormy in here. Guess what? Class is in session.
Yeah, no doubt. It's a little thunderstormish outside, but I'm feeling good on the inside. Big up everybody who came to the live to listen to the Grown and Married program. Big shouts out to them. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Oh, boy.
And big shouts out to, of course, you know what I'm saying, the Marriage Ain't for Suckers fam who support on a regular basis. What up, y'all? How y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? Everybody out there in the chat room, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Oh, by the way, D, I've learned a new app that I have been using.
You learned a new app?
Yeah, I did. And it's a lovely app too. Oh, do tell. It is called Headliner.
Headliner.
Right? Okay. Headliner. And it is what I use to, you know what I'm saying, to post the podcast every Thursday. And, you know, you put a little picture, you can add a little movie, and it has a little sound wave in it and everything. It looks real tight.
The Headliner app.
You know, shouts out to Nikki Saunders from Beast Mode Digital who put me onto the app. She did a little digital challenge last week. You know what I'm saying? And so your boy got on and took part in it. And I learned a couple of different apps that you can use, make things look nice. So those of you who are content creators, Headliner app is a dope app that you can use. It is very official. Check it out. And I know that you're going to be, and guess what?
What? I see that. 10 videos per month. Unlimited watermarked videos.
Yeah.
Shared directly to social networks. 1080p. Yeah. Okay, I got you.
Free 99. And if you want to upgrade and do multiple, more than 10 videos per month, then you upgrade. And then there's a package above that. You know what I'm saying?
Custom
joints.
Okay.
Very official.
I hear you, bro.
Very official. So yeah, man.
They need to pay us for that because I just realized
they really do. And as I'm saying it, I'm like, yo, that commercial was pretty dope.
Yeah, it actually was. And then I sounded all interested, which I was, but I mean, they couldn't have paid us to do that better.
Yo, I'm just saying. I know that we sounded, you know, pretty fire.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, doing that just now. So I just anybody who is, you know what I'm saying, maybe you can you know what I'm saying, give us a free account there over at Headliner there.
Yeah, why don't you call me?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you almost got me to do it, but I ain't gonna do it.
Hey.
Ooh, I almost got sucked in a major way.
Move on.
You know what I'm saying? I saw it and I was like, move, get out the way. I almost got sucked in, D. I almost got sucked in. Yep. I'm not going to do it, though. I'm not going to do it. Shouts out to Breathe University. When you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you will be successful. Shouts out to my big bro, man, E.T., Eric Thomas, Dr. Eric Thomas, E.T. the hip hop preacher. I don't know. My man's got 1,000,001 names now. You know what I'm saying?
Just don't call him out of his name. That's all.
Yeah, no, that's it. Now they refer to him as the guru. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. I was looking at the motivational speaker list the other day, and he is officially now number 1 on the top motivational speakers in the world. Number 1.
I'm still actually blown away by
Yeah,
that.
I am myself.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm kind of both. I am and I'm not at the same time. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, it's not that we don't believe that the
yeah.
brother is capable. That's not the point. It's just like
Yeah.
we know somebody that's the top of anything in the
Thing.
world.
In the
whole
world.
Not in Jamaica, not in
The
Charlotte,
US.
not
Right.
even in US.
Right. The world.
Because I grew up with some household names.
Yeah.
That were. And I've been in
Yeah.
the room with some of those who were. Les Brown as
Yeah.
one example.
Yep.
And then they try to upsell you, have him
Yeah.
there so they can upsell you, so they can charge you
Yeah.
for something that he didn't endorse, and he's out of there.
Yep.
He wasn't
Yep.
even, you know. But
Yep.
but Eric, you know, he's bona fide, man. So
I'm
Lord,
talking
Lord
about-
bless him. Lord bless him and keep him, man.
But then, and here's the reason why I'm not surprised.
Mm-hmm.
When we walk with the Lord
Mm-hmm.
in the light of his word,
Mm-hmm.
what a glory he shines on our way. What he says, we will do. Where he says, we will go. And all we got to do is trust and obey. Word up. And my man is reaping the benefits because, like, for real, for those who don't know him from that aspect, like, it is that is causing him to do what he does best on this side of the fence. So, yeah, man, unbelievable.
Lord bless
But
him.
more importantly, man, he's a critically acclaimed many different things, right? World-renowned speaker, educator, pastor, but he's better known as he's better known. But he's taking the world by storm. Creative style, high energy messages, in your face, like, you know what I'm saying? Really to get you pumped up and going. But his words continue to impact tens of millions of people in several hundred countries across the planet. And through a significant social media presence and his recent domestic and international tours, he has become known as a global phenomenon. But not just the speaking is what's so dope. It's what he does in terms of care for people.
Mm-hmm.
More importantly, his family. And like, for real, he's created a subculture, if you will, of people who are not concerned just about themselves, but concerned about seeing other people grow, and using their unique talents and gifts to be able to come together and help other people grow in ways that I haven't seen anybody head up any organization. Like, his social responsibility is on, I don't even know, is on Jupiter. It's out of this world. You know what I'm saying? He does, like, for real. He has this saying that he says, Tom, and he like, Quest, character and integrity costs. And indeed, it does cost. And if you want that in your life, then you're going to have to pay. You feel me? And so if you want to become a part of a community like that really allows you to grow by leaps and bounds, then do me a favor. 2 ways you can do this. Go to a live event. You want to be at a live event? There's one coming up in Philly, which I will be at. It is the Verified Conference. It happens on, what is that, August 7th, I believe it is. But Willie Moe Jr. will be there. Karen Civil will be there. Q from Philadelphia will be there. And Toby Nwigwe. If you want tickets, go to etinspires.com/events. But if you want to become a part of the community on a regular basis, then do me a favor. Go and find out the information for yourself. Don't take my word for it. BreatheUniversity.com. Don't meet me there. Beat me there.
Yes. This program is brought to you by Audible. Get your free 30-day trial and audiobook download at www.audibletrial.com/marriage. Big up to my man, Brooklyn man.
Mm-hmm.
Who that? Yeah. 5
you
a.m.
booked it?
club. Last week he was posting it. You saw that? He was posting the links.
Who that?
He was posting the links in the feed while we were doing it.
Oh, Ronnie Jacks.
Yeah.
Shouts out to my dude, Ronnie Jacks.
Yeah,
you
man,
know
he
what
was
I'm saying?
posting it. So that's
5 a.m. club.
www.audibletrial.com/marriage with more than 180,000 titles from which to choose for your Android, Kindle, I'll say iPhone, or MP3 player. And so let us know what you download and what can be recommended to all of us. Put it in one of the feeds where you are viewing or listening. All right.
Word up.
Thank you. I just said thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. You have a lot of gratitude on you this morning, or this afternoon, I should say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yo,
A lot of gratitude.
I'm more than 45, and I'm still strong.
Yeah. 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 Me and you both.
There you go.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Still strong.
what I got
And
to
have a lot.
complain about?
Mhm.
I don't know complain about.
I ain't got nothing to complain about, man. Nothing to complain about. What we diving into today as we talk about gratitude?
Well, some people take some people for granted,
Oh.
and some of those people are married to each other.
Oh, man.
And now I have this theory, Quest, and some people don't get it or don't agree. I don't believe that a child of God can be taken advantage of, because the Creator is always watching.
Yeah.
And whatever we do is from our heart.
Mm-hmm.
But we can be taken for granted. Two different things. Because God is always watching our back. But people can take us for granted. Like we're always going to be there no matter what. Sometimes people have an emotional toll that's taken on them and they check out. Sometimes people get frustrated, and I'm not saying whether if it's a good reason or not a good reason, but sometimes people get frustrated to the point that they physically move out. And so we can't take our spouses for granted because the ideal doesn't always work. Yes, we have our vows. I've made a vow. My wife has made a vow. Both of us decided that we're not going to ever get divorced. That's our choice, our decision. That's our intent. But there's some people who are just kind of up in the air about it. And you might like put that straw that breaks the camel's back on that camel's back, and it breaks. And then you're like reading a Dear Jane or Dear John letter and like, why is all my furniture gone? I know people who've experienced that.
Wow.
I know personally people that have experienced that. And it's like, well, by the time you read this letter, I'll be gone.
I experienced that, but not necessarily because I wasn't grateful or didn't have gratitude, but I did experience it. So I know the feeling in and of itself. Yeah.
Serious. So we don't want to take our spouses for granted. You know, their time is valuable. Their essence is valuable. You know, who they are as a woman, who they are as a man, valuable. A parent, a spouse.
Yep.
Who they are as friends. One of the things that I tell Simone a lot is how much I appreciate her, how she's a good friend to people. Right? She's not a friend to everybody. She's not one of those that's running around looking for a friend of everybody. But when she is a friend, it's a solid, loyal, caring, giving friend. Right? So big up to that. So I don't want to take her for granted because she's my friend too.
Absolutely. You know, it's funny. Whenever we have these conversations, at least for me, I internalize them, but I internalize them for good reasons because I use them as a part of the checklist, if you will.
Yeah.
Because every day we're evolving and growing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not who, as a husband, I'm not the fullness of who I would like to be, but I am definitely not where I used to be. Right? And so I'm saying that to say is that nobody is perfect. No marriage is perfect. You are in a constant state of growth and evolving and going to the next level. It is full of challenge and difficulty, but there's also some good things that you reap as rewards. And I would say if you put in the work as it relates to the challenge and the difficulty, then the rewards are so much sweeter. But not to go too much off track, I immediately start checking in. And what comes to mind is the times, and we talked about it earlier on, D, is that like when, you know, Faith cooks breakfast, especially on Sunday mornings. Now, for your average person on Sunday morning, you get to sleep in late. You know what I'm saying? And when I say sleep in late, some of you sleep until 8, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, some of you even till noon, you know. But yeah, no, my day gets started early.
Yeah.
But by getting up, and the weather's warm, I may take a walk, but I have to get ready for a call that we do on Sunday mornings, and that starts at 8 a.m. Right now, that's usually I get up before everybody else gets up. So by the time they get up and get moving, I'm already in here on a call. And then there is a prayer call that we do at 10 o'clock.
Wait,
and sometimes
you got an 8 and a 10 on a Sunday?
I'm sorry, not an 8 and a 10, an 8 and a 9, because our call ends at 9 o'clock, and then I hop on APOC's prayer call that happens at 9 o'clock, right? Now, between that and there's twice a month I have a coaching session, premarital coaching session from 9 to 10, right? And if I feel it after that, then sometimes I'll jump on the prayer call at 10, right? But during this time, my wife is getting up. I'm in my office with the door closed, of course, because Nico and Mason can be a bit rambunctious, right?
A bit. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
A bit. A bit spirited, if you will.
Okay.
Yeah, shouts out to Nico and Mason. Let me give them, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. So with that being said, D, sometimes I get so wrapped up in what I'm doing, right? My wife will say, on Sunday mornings, she not only makes the bed after I get up, and I'm not saying that's what she does all the time, because I'm like, that lazy son of, but I make the bed during the week as well. So don't get it twisted, right? And so she makes the bed on Sunday after she gets up, because she gets up after me, goes downstairs with the boys while they're being as rambunctious and running through the house like they had a track meet, right? Cooks breakfast, right? And when she cooks breakfast, she'll yell or send Nico, go and tell your father breakfast is ready. Or she'll say, babe, breakfast is ready. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to my boo Faith. I love her. Like,
keep the
food.
faith. Keep the faith.
Yeah, keep the faith. And so when she says that, D, sometimes I'll be like, all right, I'll be down in a minute, right? And my minute is not really a minute per se. My minute is like 20, 30 minutes later, right?
Yeah.
Here's the funny thing.
Yeah.
Am I showing her gratitude by coming downstairs 20 to 30 minutes later? Right?
Not when it's a predictable thing. It's not like she snuck up on you with breakfast. You know that this is.
Usually that's what she does.
Right.
Now Sunday here and there, she might decide, I'm not cooking breakfast today, or she got a meeting or an appointment of her own and she has to start getting ready.
Right.
Or she got errands to run. And even on days when she runs errands, she still goes downstairs and cooks breakfast. And so with that being said, I know it's like there are some things that are not common sense as it relates to how we're wired, but there are some things that are common sense. Like if your wife says to you, like, unless you have every Sunday, you're not in a death type situation, right? A life or death situation. I know that.
She's not calling you at 4 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday talking about breakfast.
She's not calling me at midnight. You know what I'm saying? She ain't calling me at 6.
Breakfast is ready. It's 4 o'clock. I ain't coming.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, and it's not a life and death situation. I'm not a surgeon. Right. And even if I was a surgeon, I'm not going to be in a life and death situation every Sunday morning.
Right.
It's common sense that she wants me to come down and have breakfast while it's still hot.
That's why she said it's ready.
All right. So that should
now.
But there are times, and a lot of times, where I'm here 20 minutes, 30 minutes, like for real. You have a session from 9 to 10. It needs to be from 9 to 10, not 9 to 10:05 or 10:10, unless I'm dealing with a real serious situation. And that's not always the case because it's premarital, right? So from 9 to 10, okay, that's all we have for our session today. And at 10 o'clock, I need to be on my way downstairs. Or unless I'm in a session, period, I need to be, okay, let me put a bookmark right where I was doing what I was doing, put a bookmark right here because it's not life and death. Go downstairs and have breakfast with the family.
Word.
And I'm learning that there are some of us who want to succeed in other areas of life, but you're not succeeding in the other areas of life because you are not operating with a spirit of gratitude as it relates to your spouse. You're taking them for granted.
Wowzers.
Does my wife gotta cook breakfast for me? She don't have to. There's nothing that says for richer or for poor, in sickness and health, for better or for worse, in breakfast and dinner. Like it don't have that in there. You know what I'm saying? So she don't have to do that. She does that because she loves me. She loves her family. And as a wife, she's doing exactly what she's supposed to be doing as a nurturer. But it's not required of her to do.
She could pull up since you not come. She know that even if you hear that little rumbling up under that seat that you're sitting in, and then
Yep.
And she starts up the vehicle and pushes out to wherever y'all eat breakfast out.
Yep.
This is her. There's a cute little girl and two cute little dudes, and the wife and the dude that's got these important meetings is sitting at home, and they push out and they don't bring you no food back. It's a simple thing, but how salty would a spouse feel if it's like she didn't even mention it? She's just like, I'm out. You're not coming out anyway.
But here's the funny thing. One day is going to happen where I loose up, I go downstairs, and the food is in the microwave or it's cold or whatever. And I don't really get bent over stuff like that, but that's basically what I'm doing.
But it's a break from the norm, though. And you notice, like, wait a minute, this is not the way that it's normally done.
Yep. And what am I doing in terms of, because a lot of the times, D, as we have this conversation, we think that it's just about me and Faith, about you and
it's a proxy,
Simone.
Man. And you're not hearing it. Y'all not listening to him talk about his breakfast.
You understand? But it's Josiah, it's Nico, it's Mason, it's Zoe. What are we teaching them? Because what I've learned a lot about parenting is that children don't necessarily do what you say. They do what you do.
Mm-hmm.
So what you say and what you do needs to be one, right? But I say all of that to say that your children are affected by this as well. So they're watching it. And then when my sons grow older, they're going to be like their wife in the beginning of the relationship. They're going to leave their wives eating breakfast at their table by themselves because this is what, my father did. So this is what I do until they learn how to unlearn the stuff that me and Faith did in our marriage and relearn what they need to learn for their own marriage.
Or it doesn't even have to go that far. It can do like on Monday morning, Nico, since he's the older boy, mommy calls him and he says, I'm coming. Oh. Well, first of all, you never tell your parents, I'm coming unless your feet are moving. And they can hear those feet moving.
Feet coming.
So it's like they're actually coming. But not wait for me to finish doing what I'm doing and then I'll be there when I'm done with what I'm doing, mommy. Right? And so they can learn that and they're out of context. And now they got a problem, right? Who taught me that?
Yo, I hope, let me just play it. I hope the light. I hope the light is coming on for a couple of people as it is for me right now. Like for real. And it's not just breakfast. It's just in many different areas.
Life, man.
You want your children, like for real. Sometimes my sons, like I want them to behave a particular way as it relates to their mother. Right. And here's the funny thing. Once I said it before, kids don't do what you say. They do what you do. And I'm big on not disrespecting my wife. I'm big on saying thank you and please. And I'm saying all of those things, but it's really the situations that are minute that really catch you with your pants down. You know what I'm saying? It's never the big situations. And something as simple as saying, babe, I'll be there in a minute, while they're down there already at the table eating breakfast and I'm still up here doing whatever it is that I'm doing. And like I told you before, my wife is very family oriented. So, dinner time, breakfast time, time for family to sit at the table. And those are big things for her. You know what I'm saying? But I'm thinking I'm doing all of these things all during the week, and Sunday is a very big part of her life, whether we realize, a lot of people's lives, whether we realize it or not. We thinking it's just a day that we kick back in. But as a father and as a husband, there's never downtime, even when there's downtime.
No, pretty much no.
Yeah, you're always a husband. You're always a father. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're a believer, you're constantly a servant of God and a friend to man.
Yeah, and it's not a sentence or a term. It's just the reality, and we don't live unto ourselves. Sometimes the pleasure of being that doesn't feel pleasurable. So principally, yes. In the fullness of the reality, yes. But if you have to get up at 3 a.m. for 4 weeks straight to administer medication to Nico because he has an infection, well, at the moment, it doesn't feel, the pleasure of it, yes, he's my son. I'm doing what I need to do, but boy, I'm tired. Week 1, week 2, boy, and I'm supposed to be out at 5, but I got to get up at 3 and so, yeah, so there are the practicalities of, actually living, during sometimes inconvenient times. It doesn't make us less loving. It's just what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is. But this is what I tell people all the time. I don't know what happened and how we think and process this thing like we do, but this is what you signed up for.
Yeah, like why are you complaining? What did you think it was going to be? Vacation? You thought it was going to be like that movie you've been watching those movies that you shouldn't be watching. So they informing your character and your brain about how it goes down. You always got the plush white sheets, and then the light's always there, and then she always looks, and he always looks, and then they live happily ever after.
As my grandmother would say, nothing no go so. Nothing.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah. I'm happy. And it is happily ever after. But I can tell you that even my wife's lovely locks, they don't wake up on that plush white stuff that I used to see on the movies. It don't look like that in the morning.
No.
It don't look like that in the morning. And I get up at 3, she's still in the bed. So I don't ever actually see my wife wake up like the movies, right?
Yeah.
And so it's simple stuff like that people like lose it over.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's what you signed up for. This is what you signed up for. Don't get it twisted. And if you I didn't sign up for this, well, then you didn't sign up for marriage. And then just once, and then
for the wrong
double
thing.
times shame on you, because you should have found out what marriage was all about before you got into it.
That's big people business, man. You don't just jump into it. So I say to people often that I got 18 years in less than a month from now, a couple weeks.
Big up.
Years. And so I'm the biggest marriage advocate.
Hold up. You don't get to just fly by 18 years like it. You're like, for real, your marriage is on the brink of adulthood. Yeah, your marriage is in the beginning of adulthood. Yeah. Let me just
we legal.
Big up D for 18 years of marriage. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Your marriage is legal now.
Yeah, man. My marriage is adult right now. Yeah. That's why we have that grown and married flow.
Yeah. You don't get to just breeze by that. But you were saying 18 years in now.
Yeah. And so, we got 18 years and she's my friend and I love her. And, I'm not naive, though, to make it seem like everything has to continue to be hunky-dory. Because whatever trials we have, it's not a marital trial. I'm just saying in the Harris household, it's not a marital trial. But any little thing can get you thrown off. Like when we don't have water for 4 weeks, that can throw you off. Like do something. Like, sometimes women will, depending on their stress level, have an unreasonable expectation of, like if I'm the guy who always gets it done, and I'm talking about me, this guy, real me, not no figurative, always get it done. Well, I can't control when no water's in the pipe for 4 weeks. So what if Simone is like, you always get it done, bruh. Get it done. Yeah, I know it's 20 grand, $J, of course. I know it's 20 grand to get that load up here. It doesn't matter to me that water commission's not pumping, but get those tanks filled up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? Right? Yeah. So I don't want to take it for granted. I've seen marriages go south at 25 years. I know
I've seen it go sour at 1 and 2 years.
See what I'm saying? So, but I'm saying people like me might feel safe because we've been in it for a minute.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the reality is you can take your spouse for granted. And it never works well when we begin to do that.
So in essence, D, what we're basically saying is that we have to try our best to live in a constant state of awareness. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, in a constant state of awareness where we're always intentional and always deliberate within this context about being grateful, and not just through our words, but through our actions. Sometimes your actions can speak volumes of gratitude to your spouse, and you never even said a word.
That's right. That's right. So the blessing is, this is not a sentence. It's not an assignment. It is not, oh, we have to try harder. Mm-hmm. No, man. Ask God to show you value in your spouse. Show you value. And the moment you begin to show you begin to experience the value of your spouse is the moment you stop taking him or her for granted.
Word up. Or just value everything in your relationship related. Just value it all. Because you know there's some adjustments that you need to make. And he said the other day, you only change what you value. If you value it and it's not working, then you will change it.
Yeah. Yeah. So Lord bless us, man. We have the privilege, and I'm thankful for it. You know, I would not have married anybody else if I had to do it all over again, man. I'm good. I'm thankful. And hopefully that, you know, Simone sees that in my life, and it's not just me talking. And yeah, there you go.
Yep.
Yeah, Quest. I think we should just let the people go, man, and catch them on the rebound, bro.
Yep. If you ain't working on your marriage, then what are you doing?
You're working on your unmarriage. Look that up.
Stay focused.
I just coined it. Look it up. I'm gonna put it in the dictionary.
There you have it, y'all. I hope you've enjoyed your time with us. Marriage is about mutual love and mutual respect, and it works for those willing to make it work. Real talk, our spouses are treasured jewels given to us to make life better. And the sooner we learn to value one another will be the sooner we become the absolute best versions of ourselves we can be. Until next time, peace.